Michael Gambon, the iconic legendary actor who stepped in to the late, great Richard Harrison's shoes to play the iconic character Dumbledore in Harry, and for a lot of people became I admit, when I think of Dumbledore, it's Michael Gambon's face is the one that pops up in my head now, because he was there a little bit longer for it, and he was magnificent in the role, has passed away at the age of 82. This is a man who has a career that spanned decades. He was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards. He won 4 BAFTA Awards. He was an iconic legendary actor before he took on the role of Harry Potter, much like a lot of the iconic actors who came in. Richard Harris himself, who played Dumbledore before him, came in and played the role. And, you know, as sad as it was, he lived to 82, had a spectacular, successful career, beloved by millions. And it's really sad, too, because earlier within the last year, Hagrid, the actor who played Hagrid, passed away. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Richard Harris had already passed away. I mean, we're getting to the point that Harry Potter is actually an old enough franchise that we are losing a lot of the actors who played in the series and stuff like that. And it was really sad because, honestly, when I think of Harry Potter, my first thought doesn't go to Daniel Radcliffe. It usually or to Harry himself or Hermione or whatever. It usually goes to Dumbledore. I think of Dumbledore as being kind of the face of the representation of the franchise, if you will. So a very, very sad day for many, a day of celebration for the life, the incredible career that he had, but very sad to hear about his passing at 82. Apparently he passed away of pneumonia in hospital, surrounded by family and friends. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Anyway, Chris, you hear about the passing of Michael Gambon. What do you think his lasting legacy is going to be in the industry and in the art?
Oh my gosh. I know people gave him a lot of grief and guff for how he said, "You put your name in the goblet of fire." But man, he was a great Dumbledore. I really love him. I think we're going to always remember him for really deftly handling that moment about what if it is all in your head? Why should that matter? That beautiful moment in that book, I always associate with him. The first things I saw him in were, I think, like Sleepy Hollow and Gosford Park, which are not movies you should see when you're little, but okay. And he always had such incredible presence on camera. I wish I had gotten to see him do something on stage. I would have desperately loved to see him on stage. But he was so powerful, and he knew when to use that booming voice of his, and he knew how to reel it in and make you lean in as an audience member too. He was just so lovely, and I'm going to miss him. Oh, and he's great in Paddington. Oh my gosh. Beautiful in Paddington.
Here's the thing. It's difficult to play any role in Hollywood. It's difficult to play a big, major, significant, iconic role. But when you've got to go in and play a big, significant, iconic role and replace a legendary actor who already played the role, like it may be hard to remember now, but go back after the late, great Richard Harris passed away. And a lot of people said, you're never going to be able to replace him as Dumbledore. He was a great Dumbledore. He was a wonderful Dumbledore. That voice that he had, doing as Dumbledore. But Michael Gambon came in and he did 2 very important things. One, he did not try to do a Richard Harris impersonation. He did not try to do Richard Harris's Dumbledore.
Made it his own.
He made it his own. He brought his own tone
Yeah.
and his own voice while being totally true to the source material and all that kind of stuff, but just made it his manifestation, honoring what Richard Harris did, but not trying to imitate Richard Harris.
It worked too because there was a tonal shift in the franchise by
Yeah.
That's true.
by the
Yeah.
third.
Time. When he played up the wacky, where then it became this kind of almost affable nitwit, but who knew better. And so he'd just do silly little things like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Night night.
Yeah.
And like slow off. Like he did a really good job.
I could use a
handling
cup
that.
of tea or maybe a strong brandy. Just like slips that
Which
line in
movie
there.
was it that opened with Dumbledore taking Harry to the house where he's recruiting the guy to be the teacher again? The guy from Moulin Rouge.
Well, that was.
Oh, that's the
I forget which one that was, but that showed that
it's
he
either
showed more of that
Half-Blood Prince
personality,
or
right?
Deathly Hallows one.
Half-Blood Prince. That's the one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he steps in and takes over the role, and it was very quickly. The whole audience moved past it very quickly. This is now our Dumbledore, and the way he managed to navigate that, because that could have been disastrous in the middle of this franchise that was just getting going. It was so successful, and now you got to take such a legendary character like Dumbledore and swap out the actor. That could have potentially been disastrous for them, but he came in with his gifts and his talent, and like an artist, just made something incredible out of it. They navigated the transition perfectly. And to a lot of people, he's the Dumbledore they think of. So anyway, very, very sad news here about his passing, but at the same time, an awesome opportunity for the rest of us to look back at the incredible work and the incredible gift that he gave us through his art that will last forever. So RIP to Michael Gambon. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.